Hello, everyone. This is Ted Check. I'm the social media manager for the International Foundation for Protection Officers. For those of you who don't know, it is a nonprofit organization. It's been around since 1988, and since that time, the IFPO has been at the tip of the spear as far as professional security certifications and education. So I'm going to go through in this video here. It's the first of what will be many on our newly launched YouTube channel. I'm going to go over some of the news that we've featured on IFPO.org. And of course, the news of the day, the news of this year has been, unfortunately, the coronavirus, and just the absolute tumultuous times that we find ourselves living in. I mean, I'm here in my home, in my unfinished basement, and I'm sequestered or quarantined, if you will. Of course, maintaining the social distance. Every time I head out to the store, I've got my mask on, doing the hand sanitizer afterwards, all that stuff. And so I hope everybody out there is staying safe as well. When we look at the coronavirus coverage that we've had on IFPO.org, we see the unfortunate news that security officers nationwide have been laid off as a result of the coronavirus, and that's particularly in the areas where there's been where there is high tourism. For example, Nashville, Tennessee, Las Vegas, Nevada. Those areas have been hard hit with layoffs of security professionals because they've had to close down those businesses like like all those honky-tonk bars in Nashville and of course the casinos in Las Vegas. They've had to close down. They have no need for, at least temporarily, for no need for security officers, although maybe they do, and we'll get to that in a minute. But they have it's terrible, but security officers have been laid off. So we see that happening. Hopefully those security officers have been able to file for unemployment and also have gotten their stimulus checks, if it's any consolation whatsoever. Then we look to other parts of the country. For example, I believe this story is talking about California, where there's Securitas is hiring. They are hiring security officers because of the possibility, or I guess actually it's become a reality, of businesses that have been victims of theft, burglary, theft, looting. So they've had to hire security officers. So there's we can see there's where there's an ebb, there's a flow, in California they're hiring. Also, we take a look at the Midwest in Idaho and also in Illinois, where Permar Security Services is also hiring. So that's some good news right there. That's some good news in the security industry. Now, and here's something else. It's going to be a plug for the International Foundation for Protection Officers. What we offer here is a wide spectrum of certifications which will help elevate your career. Maybe it's the difference between you and the other person. If it's down to two people, you're applying for a job, maybe it makes the difference. Maybe somebody looks at that and says, oh, this person, this man or woman has a certification with the IFPO, boom, they're hired. We're taking him or her over the other person. So we've got, as I said, a full spectrum of courses that you can take. The ISOP is it's the initial security officer program. That's to start you off. We've got the PSOP, which is the professional security officer program. Next is the flagship, which is the CPO, the Certified Protection Officer. That is probably the most wide-ranging and probably the most popular. As I said, our flagship certification. You want to take it a step further, get the SSMP, which is the Security Supervision and Management Program. After that, the CSSM, which is the Certified in Security Supervision and Management. And you can also, kind of a train the trainer type of thing, the CPOI, the Certified Protection Officer Instructor certification. So, as I said, a wide range of certification programs to be found at the IFPO, IFPO.org. Another unfortunate bit of news here is that, and this was as of early this month, April 8th, according to Private Officer International, nearly 30 security officers have died from COVID-19, from the coronavirus. That's terrible news. We know that security officers are on the forefront. They're on the front lines. They're first responders. A lot of people don't think about them as first responders, but they are in fact first responders. Just like police officers, just like EMTs and firefighters. They are on the front lines, and this is the result of that. Unfortunately, many of them have lost their lives. The silver lining to that is that security officers like TSA agents in New Jersey are giving back. They're crafting get well cards. This is just one example. Just one example of some of the positive news. And if you go to IFPO.org and look through our blog roll, you'll see other instances. Whenever I find positive news, I gather it together, I curate it, and then I disseminate it, because I think it's important to also focus on that, not just to focus on the negative, but also the positive. So I would encourage you to go to IFPO.org, take a look around, look at the blog roll, take a look at our education programs. Make sure to like us on Facebook. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. We're here to support security officers around the world, not just in the United States, but around the world. We have representatives in the UK. We have representatives in the Middle East. We have representatives in Africa, in South America. So we are worldwide, obviously, because we are the International Foundation for Protection Officers. So we support security officers. We train and educate security officers worldwide. So please go to IFPO.org. And also, please stay safe during these trying times. We'll be with you every step of the way. So please, thank you for your time and stay safe.